Katana ZERO is the fast-paced side-scroller action game from developer Askisoft and indie kingpin Devolver Digital. It won't be out until March, but we've already had a little bit of time with an early version of the game, and it's got us pretty excited. So excited in fact that we've decided to put together 5 things that Katana ZERO does that will make you feel like a bloodthirsty, ass-kicking samurai in no time at all. Samurai aren't usually known for being able to slow down time or having any real control over the space-time continuum from what I understand, but that doesn't stop Katana ZERO's sword-wielding hero from going all bullet time in the game. That's right, nothing quite says I'm a sword-having force of nature like being able to slice up freelance guards in slow motion, and Katana offers you that chance in abundance. You can use this bullet time mechanic to give yourself a better chance at survival, whether that be dodging attacks in the game or making sure you get the first hit in a fight. The slow-mo effect looks set to be your best friend in a game where combat really does move a mile a minute. Maybe even faster. I don't know, we haven't done the maths yet. It's not the only use of time manipulation in the game though. Because of that fast-paced combat, death is a common thing in Katana ZERO, and when it's you on the business end of a shotgun, don't expect to see a continue screen. Instead, the level rewinds to the nearest checkpoint. This makes every level feel like a series of scenes or very violent puzzles after a while, where you figure out the best way to kill a group before moving on, dying and having to start all over again to figure out the best way. It's too early to say anything definitive, but thanks to those near instant restarts, we haven't got bored of having to retry levels over and over again. It feels like a chance to do everything faster and more stylishly if anything. There's a saying that you shouldn't bring a knife to a gunfight, a saying that Katana Samurai probably heard about and had a good laugh over. Because while there's a fair few bullets flying around Katana ZERO, all you'll be armed with is a flashy sword and whatever throwable object you come across. This isn't much of a handicap for the player though, mostly because you're able to block those bullets maliciously making their way towards you, bouncing them back at enemies as if they were angry killer flies. Or bees. It's a move that will take a bit of getting used to, with ricochets all being down to timing, but it's well worth doing it when you can. It saves you having to gamble on closing in on your opponent, and just looks objectively cool. Nothing emphasises someone being the kind not to fuck around with, like a broken and mysterious past, and it's something that Katana's hero has in spades. The character's sleep is regularly broken by terrifying nightmares that are offset by some traumatic experience, though perhaps the most terrifying thing about this character is that he's eerily calm, literally all the time. Just hacked up a bunch of guys in a single evening, eh? You probably want to go home and have a bit of a cry into your pillow, or, oh, just drink some herbal tea and watch TV. Okay. The game's story centres around the samurai beginning to question his memories and what brought him to become an assassin. Therapy sessions that you have with an unknown psychologist are used to interpret those dreams and help your character integrate back into society. We think anyway. To be honest, everyone who knows this assassin is pretty sketchy. For example, that same psychologist who treats your mind constantly reminds you that you'll have to go out and murder later that day, which we think makes him a bit of an enabler. And just when things start looking a bit better for this outcast samurai, things get a lot weirder. Again, it's too early to say anything definitive, but I've been surprised by how much the game's story has actually pulled me in, and it certainly adds a whole nother layer to the game. And speaking of layers, the game gives you the chance to mould this terrifying killer into a bit of a lovable character or a downright bastard, thanks to the dialogue options that you can use from time to time. Granted, from what we've seen, these options are mostly limited to the therapy sessions and conversations with a child who lives next door to you, but even these give you the chance to show the game where your focus is. You can cut conversation short by choosing the game's answer to the skip option, which is basically you interrupting someone and saying something like, "Give me my medicine," or "Shut up." You know, friendly ways of telling the game that you just want to go around killing people. But explore the options a little and you'll get the chance to imprint a bit of development on the character. Conversations with a child and your therapist seem to focus on you making sense of your past, while passing conversations you have with, say, a DJ you're about to murder, a homeless veteran who's being racially abusive to you, or a psychopath who's taking a liking to you, all offer options that let you shape the kind of character you're controlling. Adding a clever layer of character development, or just letting you live out some twisted dark side you have stowed away. But hey, we're not judging. There's something that's just indescribably cool about seeing your character pop in some earphones before each mission, letting you feel so untouchable that you can just get away with blaring some music while you're on the job. with tracks throwing out a tonally perfect soundtrack full of basserific beats that turn even the messiest of murders into a stylish piece of choreography. Similarly, the game's design, from its art style to the world you inhabit, all feed into this slick yet simple bubble, with the city you work in looking like Gotham on a good day, with cramped apartments, a host of grimy nightclubs, criminal-infested warehouses, and more just waiting for you to go in and make a mess of. And the art style, oh, the art style. Recreating that gorgeous 16-bit design and putting a polished modern twist on it that makes everything from sword slashes to tea sipping a joy to watch. Everything that Katana ZERO does seems geared towards making me, the player who has no idea what's going on, look effortlessly badass, and I'll be forever grateful for the game for making me feel that way. Hello there, thanks for watching, and we do hope you enjoyed our video. Katana ZERO will be out in the world at some point in March 2019. What did you make of the game's early footage? Has it piqued your interest? Let us know in the comments, and feel free to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.